McKendry's shining bright. Lance Ellis. The Blue Devils are strong. Justin Ricci. He's a sensation. A talent. Then you have Joey Stars. What's new? Pookie. What's new? Hector Castillo. Marco Perez. The Bishops Basketball Challenge is back, baby. Let's go.
The Bishops YouTube Network welcomes you live here from Austin, Texas. It's going to be a beautiful matchup here tonight. The Eastern versus the Western Conference. 5-5 Charlotte Checkereds, 4-5 Austin Generals. Dominic Ford, Mark DeColdest are your cover players. Tonight is Mark DeColdest's first night in Austin, so we'll see how it goes for the rookie. It's going to be a show for sure. Here's a look at the game preview. Starting five: Otis George, Kylie Grider, Mike Day, Jacquees DeQueef, Dominic Ford for Charlotte, and then Fred Jones, Ash Ellerton, Alan Gustafson, Mark DeColdest, and Jay Almirola for the Austin Generals. As you can see, Austin has the edge in many stat categories, but not in their record. The Charlotte Checkereds have the better record, and they are currently on track to make the playoffs if everything goes according to plan tonight. If not, though, they could be in trouble. A loss would make them 5-6, and that would put them in the Hornets' nest. The Austin Generals, on the other hand, they are just needing to win out for the rest of the season if they want a chance at making the playoffs. But they can. They are a good team, and their schedule isn't that rough. Charlotte's not that great of a team. I think Austin can get it done. Fred Jones up and in with a lay-in to start us off. 2 points on the day. And the Austin Generals are wearing their yellow jerseys tonight. Don't see them brought out often, but, why not? Here's Mike Day for three. Not going to roll off the rim. And Jay Almirola picks it up just before going out of bounds. And Almirola's going to work down court. Tosses it up to Ellerton. Puts up a three. That was an interesting shot. You don't see Ellerton take threes often. 2-point lead for Austin. Here's Charlotte with the ball now. Otis George inside. Taking it up. Taking it. Ow. Wow. Easy lay-in missed by Otis George. Wow. What a... Oh, wow. Holy cow. I've been saying wow a lot, but that was incredible. I mean, wide open lane was found. Alan Gustafson, and then Dominic Ford said, no, sorry, shut that down, and he's going to commit a foul on the very next play. Wow. Foul committed by Dominic Ford. Jay Almirola with the free throws here. Misses the first one off the front of the rim. Going to get another one. Almirola makes the second one in the hands of Dominic Ford. Here's Otis George working over the logo. Past Fred Jones. Over to Mike Day, putting up a two. Not going to get it to roll. This game has sucked so bad so far. 3-0 the score. 1 bucket made so far. Here's Mark DeColdest. Misses his first shot. Oh, wow, it's rebounded, though, by Austin. That's Jay Almirola capitalizing with a 3. Or with a 2, rather. Sorry. I just saw the 3, and I thought he got a 3, but no, he had a free throw. Oh, it's Jacquees DeQueef taking it inside with a sky hook. 2 points on the day for Jacquees. Here's Fred Jones working over the logo. Inside, it's Ash Ellerton, moves Grider. Female on female contact. Some people are into that. Up in the air, it's Jacquees DeQueef with the ball. DeQueef works over the logo, wide open lane. Nobody stopping that one, to the rack. Beautiful. Jacquees DeQueef moves Jay Almirola out the way. Look at that. Puts him on the floor and is gonna take it in. Jacquees traded earlier this season from the Fargo Frogs to this Charlotte Checkereds team. He's been okay so far. Alan Gustafson misses one. Gustafson not on his game today. He is having an off day shooting for sure. Usually the General's surefire guy, their 3-point shooter, not hitting shots. Kylie Grider, hook shot there. Good one. 2 points on the day for Kylie. Her first points, number 29. Here is Ash Ellerton with the ball. Works cross court into the paint. Oh, step back rather, and it's not going to roll. Here's Otis George. George over the logo. Works quickly as Fred Jones playing defense, slips the pick. Good stuff there by Jones. Oh, wow, missed lob, and it's out of bounds, touched by Charlotte. I saw the vision. Dominic Ford tried to get up there. They just did not have the timing right, man. Fred Jones with the ball now. Is he taking it in? Is he looking for an outlet? Fred Jones takes it in. No. Are you serious right now? Nobody can buy a bucket right now. This game has been despicable, to say the least. 6-5 the score with 3 minutes left in the first half. Here's Mike Day. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Mark. Mark DeColdest having a quiet day so far for the Austin Generals in his debut. Here's Alan Gustafson. Works inside. Normally they're three-point man. Let's see what he can do. Gonna maybe look for a guy. Nope, gets absolutely decimated. Oh, and Jay Amarola has been incredible at these offensive rebounds. Has more than one of them. Has two of them, I believe, at this point. And, I mean, he's gonna take the lead for the Austin Generals. Good stuff there by Almirola. They're going to do him a solid and sub him off the court after that. Here's Wagner working inside. The Charlotte Checkereds trying to get anything. Oh, my gosh. They're going to get the offensive rebound and putback, though. Just trying to get any momentum going here, and they're just failing. I mean, both these teams, they can't get anything going. It's 8-7 right now. Charlotte up by 1. 2-pointer put up in the air. Not going to go for Damon Wilcox. Here's Wagner. Gordon Wagner surveys as James Smith. Smith works inside, puts one up, misses the bucket. Here's Ash Ellerton with the ball. Ash Ellerton works quickly inside, wide open lane, misses the dunk. Are you serious right now? Who was that? That was Ethan Farley, I think. Are you kidding me, guys? Luke Breadstick puts up a wonky 3. Oh my gosh, everybody and their mom knew that was off. Did you see how he shot that? That might have been the ugliest jumper I've ever seen in my life. Here's Cochran turning the ball over. This is abysmal, guys. This might be the worst stint of BBC basketball I've ever watched in my life. These two teams, guys, one of these teams is probably going to make the playoffs. This is unreal. 8-7 the score still. 1 minute left in the first half. 1 minute 13 if you want to be specific, but I doubt they'll score a basket in the next 10 seconds. Here is Riley upstairs. Ethan Farley for 3. Not going to get it to roll. Down in the hands of Breadstick over the Payne. David Payne works over the logo. Tosses it inside. James Smith now working on Stephen Craig outside. It's court. Oh, wow. I'm not going to get it to go. And good thing it didn't, because I was definitely going to say the wrong name. Here's Ethan Farley. Ethan Farley looks upstairs. That's Lonnie Cochran working quickly for a 3. Not going to get it to roll. Down in the hands of Riley. Offensive rebound by Austin. Another one. They have been lighting up the boards rebound-wise tonight, which is weird because the Checkereds are a rebounding team. 9-8 the score. The Austin Generals up by 1 now. This is terrible, guys. There's 25 seconds left in the first half, and the score is 9-8. Oh, and there's double digits on the board. The Charlotte Checkereds hit 10, and that's with help from David Payne, scoring his first on the day. Here is Stephen Craig working inside, moving a man, and it's and 1, baby. Good stuff there. I mean, you gotta love what you're seeing from Stephen Craig. He came over from the Las Vegas Roadrunners, I believe, in free agency, and now he is playing for the Austin Generals. Here's Luke Breadstick. Breadstick works quickly, trying to get some points on the board for Charlotte. Inside, Gordon to the rack. Beautiful. And that's a slam dunk for the lead. And the Charlotte Checkereds will just take the lead going into half. Oh, that was so close, though. Wow, what a game, guys. It has been terrible. 12-11 the score. The Charlotte Checkereds are up by 1 in this shit show. The Austin Generals, they are just down, but they are not out. Stay with us after this short commercial break for a good one, hopefully.
So tired of this cold, snowy bullshit. Have no fear, the Squash Man is here. How did you get in my house? You need to calm down, sir. Dr. Squash Prime Soap. Oh shit. Prime Soap. Here we have Sandalwood Summit in Coastal Mist. Are you kidding me? Why is there to be mad? You have this.
I guess I'll give it a try.
Better already. So what are you waiting for? Get squashed today and try not to be an asshole about it. Thank you, Squatch. I'm not an angry asshole anymore. Woo!
Welcome back to the Bishop's YouTube network for a fantastic game, guys. Yeah, I'm lying to you. It's been a shit show. It sucks. It's 12-11. These teams are not good. Here's Gordon Wagner with the ball. Taking it inside, putting it up, and missing. And I don't know why I think I have to commentate this thing play-by-play, because they're probably not going to score play-by-play. I can probably actually shout out the sponsors here without getting interrupted too much. Oh, wow, Damon Wilcox. Beautiful from downtown. Changes the pace real quickly. My fault, guys. And that was impressive. Hookline Falls Creative, NASCAR Roblox Racing League, Skid Marks. Thank you guys for supporting us. We have a game on our hands. It's tied, baby. Gordon Wagner puts the ball in the hoop. Looks like the coaches talk some sense into these guys. Here's Ethan Farley. Farley works quickly, puts up a 2. Gonna nail it. 21-foot jump shot drained. 16-14 now. That was a quick change of pace, guys. I did not expect that. Upstairs, it's Wandale Gregson nailing one. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Wandale Gregson gets a 3 from downtown. Number 29. Kylie Grider's also number 29. That's kind of weird. Not sure how that works. Here's Damon Wilcox. Puts up a 3. Makes it. They cannot miss. Both of these teams are automatic. The Austin Generals get their get back, get a 3 right back, and they take their lead right back. 19-17 the score. They're up by 2. Here's Charlotte trying to tie this one up maybe. Gordon Wagner, he's going to do so. Holy cow. 19-19 now the score. They're going to score more points in this half already than they have in the first half. That's kind of crazy. Here's Mark DeColdest trying to get his first points for the Austin Generals. Puts it up. Misses it. Mark DeColdest breaks the streak. Here's David Payne. Payne works inside. Puts one up. Puts one back. 21-foot jumper's good. 4 points, 2 assists for Payne. Here's Riley. Riley has not played a lot this season, just getting some of their first minutes here for the Austin Generals. Puts it up, puts it in. The Orion Riley, 4 points on the day. Here's David Payne. Payne works over to James Smith to the rack. To the rack. Are you serious right now, guys? This game is incredible. I can't believe it. 23-21 the score. 3:46 left. Oh, Mark DeColdest wide open with the slam. Look at this wide open lane, and Mark DeColdest makes his presence known, and the Austin Generals fans love that one, rookie. Holy cow. Here is, oh wow, Gordon Wagner finds the ball, almost got it taken away. Assist off the defender for Gordon Wagner. 10 points on the day in total. What a lane. What a bucket. This game picked up real quick. It's getting good. Here's Damon Wilcox. Wilcox works inside. Oh, boy, he's going to nail one. 19-foot jumper's good for Damon. 8 points on the day. He's kind of who spawned this run for the Austin Generals. Inside, it's Wandale Gregson. Up and in. Moves the defender. Puts it in over his head. That's Wandale Gregson with 5 points on the day. Here's Farley. Farley has Cochran with a pick. Gets shed, but not quick enough. Ethan Farley with the lane. It's up and in. It's good. Ethan Farley, 4 points on the day. Here is David Payne now. Payne works quickly into James Smith. Smith moves a man. Mark DeColdest hits the floor. Oh, wow. DeColdest in the room, baby. James Smith, 4 points on the day. Here is Lonnie Cochran working on Luke Breadstick. Breadstick! Got a finger on it, I believe, but it comes down in the hands of Wandale. Wandale works quickly. Surveys, has a guy downstairs. That's David Payne. Payne trying to get something going, spinning over Wagner. Not gonna roll. Dude. This game. I mean, there's not a lot I can say about it. You've just had to watch it because I'm so confused what's going on right now, honestly. Here's Wagner with the ball working over the logo. Also, I can, every time I be quiet, I whisper like this, I can hear my downstairs neighbors talking smack about how loud I'm commentating. So I'm trying to lock in. But, I'm trying to bring y'all a game, you know what I'm saying? Here's Fred Jones working inside Ash Ellerton. Are you serious, baby? 29-29. It's a tie ball game here in the Moody Center. That's what it's called. 29-29. Otis George with the ball. Otis George works into Ford. Ford works into the paint. Outside, Mike Day. Are you kidding me? Misses a three. Here is Riley working over the logo. Working quickly. Tosses downstairs to Damon Wilcox. Not going to get it to roll. These teams are back in early game form here. Here's Jacques DeQueef. Can they get a basket? Had an open lane. Slowed up for no reason. Allowed the defender to catch him. What the Dude, he just tossed that shot up on one hand, and then it bounced off the back of the rim and in. That was the weirdest shot ever. Good job, Jaquez. Holy cow. Here's Riley inside, taking it up, taking it out. A lot of playing time for Therian today. He never has played before ever, so that's kind of new. I'm not sure why they're playing him now. He clearly doesn't have what it takes. Missed shot there. It's Jay Almirola with the ball. Almirola works quickly. Surveys, has a guy inside. That's Stephen Craig, wide open lane. It's tied. 39 seconds left in this one. Who's going to take glory? It is tied at 31. Otis George with the ball. Works quickly. Shot clock at 17. Game clock at 31. Here's Dominic Ford. Ford working on Almirola. This could be huge for them. Tosses it out. Mike Day. This could be the dagger. Beautiful. 34-31, and they're up by 3. A 3-point lead for the Charlotte Checkereds. 22 seconds. The shot clock is now the game clock. Damon Wilcox downstairs makes it huge. They're tied 34-34. It's knotted up. Damon Wilcox is clutch. 15 seconds, though. That's a lot of time. You wanted to run a little more off there. Chew a little more cock, if you know what I'm saying. Upstairs, Kylie Grider puts one up. Wow. Missed shot there for Kylie Grider. Here's a chance for Austin to take it all. 4 seconds inside. Almirola gets it. And the Austin Generals are going to take the lead. This could eliminate Charlotte from contention. Inside Ford. No, he just broke ankles. He takes it all. They're tied. He just took that like candy from a baby from Jay Almirola. Are you kidding me? Almirola's not going to get it to go. That was a long shot, and that's the end of regulation. We're going to overtime, and I'm scratching my head after that one. How? Gordon Wagner, Damon Wilcox, your top performers. Stay with us. We are knotted up at 36, and it's going to come down to a tiebreaker overtime period. Riley's going to get the tip for Austin. Let's see what they can do with it. Working quickly, has Jay Almirola up top. Has a man downstairs as well. That's Wilcox. Chooses the other route. It's not going to go. Here's Jacques DeQueef. DeQueef surveys. Has Stephen Craig playing defense now. Pick set by Mike Day. Sheds the pick quickly. Jacques tosses it to Grider. Grider puts it up and in. And the Charlotte Checkereds are going to extend this to a 3-point lead. Good stuff there. 39-36 now. And it's so hard to beat a team who can hit threes in overtime because there's just not a lot of time at all. And when you miss one like that, you're cooked. Austin's going to have a shot here to play defense, and then they got to get the ball back down here and put 3 in the hoop, or they're cooked. And there's only 1:21 left. And that's if they can get the ball away with Charlotte not scoring here. That's how hard BBC overtime is. That's why it's so important to keep your momentum going and capitalize on every aspect. And yeah, the Charlotte Checkereds, they kept the momentum rolling. 42-36. They are absolutely kicking tail right now with a 6-point lead over Austin. Austin's going to get one back, though, it looks like. Good stuff there. And they're down by 4 now with just over a minute to go now. Just under a minute to go. Here is Otis George. George over to Jacquees to Queef inside. They're scoring on every possession. Absolutely nothing the Generals' defense can do. Look at that. Laffy's on the floor. Almirola's not making any big strides to block it. I mean, these guys are whooped. They're beat. Here is Ethan Farley working quickly up for 2. Not going to get it to roll. Over to DeQueef. Down in the hands of DeQueef, rather. Over to Otis George. George with the ball. George tosses it over to Dominic Ford. Ford makes one. Gets a good hook shot there. 46-38 the score. 31 seconds remaining in this one. Riley with the ball. Pick set by Almirola. Pick is shed quite easily. Riley has Almirola under the basket wide open, and it's turned over. I saw the vision. I saw what he was trying to do. I called it out. He just tossed it too late, and he wasn't open anymore. And he got caught in transition. Here is Otis George. George tosses it into Mike Day. Day working quickly, trying to seal the fate of the Austin Generals. He's going to do slow with a slow rolling shot. Beautiful there. Mike Day, 8 points on the day. Here's Riley. Riley step back over inside. Almirola trying to put one more in before this thing closes, and he can't do so. Grider with a long one, and that's all she wrote. Wow, what a game, guys. The Charlotte Checkereds came out here in overtime and put on a show. Oh, wow. 48-38 the score. Charlotte got it done over Austin. Jacquees to Queef, your player of the game. 8 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist for the forward center. Good stuff there. Holy cow. 12-2 in that overtime period when it came to scoring. As you can see, the Charlotte Checkers had the early advantage. Austin got it done just with the edge over them in the second period. And then coming up at the end, it was all Charlotte, man. And Damon Wilcox was your other top performer. 11 points on the day, 3 3-pointers, really who pulled the Austin Generals back into this game when they were out of it. Got a shout out to Damon Wilcox. Here's a look at some advanced stats. Offensive rebounds went to the Generals, very notably as they got a few early on in the game with Jay Almirola, as well as a few other people coming up with boards, offensive boards specifically. But at the end of the day, Charlotte dominated the other categories and got it done. Here is a look at the time played for Austin. Look at that bench, man. They gave up. They took the starters out of the game, and they put the bench in, which is absolutely unreal. Look at that. 4 minutes for Fred Jones, 5 minutes for Ellerton, 4 for Gustafson, 7 for DeColdis, 7 for Almirola, then 10 for all their guys on their bench. I just don't understand the game plan. They needed to win this game. They were not out of the game in any means. And as you see, Charlotte, they played only their starters. Nobody on their bench even touched the court. So, they just played completely opposite strategies. This needs to be studied because this is weird. And the Austin Generals, they sold the bag today. Why would you not play your starting guys? Why would you only play your backups? I understand if you're resting for a playoff situation, but you need to win to make the playoffs, and you just rested all of your starters. I've never seen anything like it. Maybe they did a starter walkout on the team, on the coach. I'm not sure what's going on in Austin, but they need to figure their stuff out. As I said, the Charlotte Checkereds got it done with a 10-point victory over the Austin Generals. It was a good matchup. It was a slugfest in the first half, picked it up a little bit in the second half, and in overtime, it was pretty one-sided, but man, what a game. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. Thank you all for tuning into this one. It's been fun. Oh, stay tuned with us for more intense games like this one. The playoffs are coming up soon, so all of these games matter. Join the Discord link in the description. Leave a comment. I'll see you next time.
This broadcast of the Bishop's Basketball Challenge cannot be replicated, reproduced, or retransmitted without authorized consent. BBC thanks you for your loyal viewership, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.